Hello and welcome to another Culinarian quest. So, a small change. I will not have the title card anymore because on this channel, I will only be doing cooking. So it does feel a little redundant to have the title card saying what this channel is. If I was still doing this on my main channel, it would make more sense to have it up. Also, as some of you may have seen, I figured out how to do live streaming. Now, this is only on the main channel, which is annoying to me, but I will figure this out later. Spoiler alert, I already did. But this also means that I may try to do a live stream for cooking as well. Not sure as of yet, as I need to figure out how to do that with the equipment I have without taking an hour to set up and other factors. I will have a more in-depth update on this later. But now, the reason you are here, the food!
This particular quiche is a combination of cobbler's tubers, shrimp, eggs, and cheese baked inside a pie crust.
Thank you for waiting. Here's your quiche.
The shrimp's right on top. Let's not keep our stomachs waiting. Yes, well said. That's quiche. Marks for presentation already. This outer layer must be the pie crust. What an ingenious way to support such densely packed fillings. And egg appears to be the key to binding all the other components together.
I'm sorry for the soft volume, but hopefully this will be an adjustment that I can start talking normally again. I misrecorded it, and, well, I'm going to be lazy and not go back and re-record it. Now, this show I had just stumbled upon on Crunchyroll, not sponsored, while going through the shows they have. It's not too bad of a show. It's interesting. There's no real overarching plot that you can't miss a single episode for, or at least the final build-up isn't that big of a deal that you need to see each and every single episode. Each episode is pretty much self-contained, with beings from a fantasy world eating in a Western-themed Japanese restaurant. Nicoya, as it is called, serves food from all around the globe, and once every Saturday, or Day of Saturn, it is closed so that a special clientele can eat in peace. Food that these beings have never really had before, and they fall in love with. Now, it can be weird, as the beings really enjoy the food, but I found the show enjoyable. The food also looks really good. I mean, it is an anime, it's going to. But this one caught my eye, as I have done a couple of quiches before, but not like this though. So, all you'll need for this is a pie shell, a potato, some shrimp, and either liquid or whole eggs. To begin, peel your potatoes. And slice them into thin discs. I used a mandolin. I will say that it would be best to either go slow with this or wear a cut glove, as this tool can easily cut you up if you go fast or hard. I actually would get a cut glove in general, as they are very handy to have with any kitchen knife or cutting tool. Once you are all cut, place the slices in water to soak the starch out. I placed mine in the same pot I was going to cook them in, so I just added some salt, pepper, and garlic. Let it sit for a little while, and then come back whenever you're ready. Now, when you're ready, start to cook your potatoes, as you don't want to cook them at the same time as everything else, since these will take longer to cook. Boil or pan fry till they are soft. Not over soft, since you need to place them in the pie shell, but soft enough. You'll know. It's one of those things that's hard to explain, but you'll know. While they are cooking, grab your shrimp and get them cooking. This will not take too long in a pan, so don't go too far from them. Just a minute or two on each side should do. Tail on, of course, until they are done. You don't need to worry about keeping them warm when they're finished, as everything will be going into the oven. With them done, let's get cracking on those eggs. I used 12 myself and it was enough. Just keep an eye out for any shell pieces that may fall in. Before you mix the eggs up, double and triple check so that there's no surprises later. And I actually cooked bacon and sausage to enjoy breakfast for dinner, but this isn't necessarily part of the meal, so you can skip that. Now it's time to put this egg pie together. Layer 1, the potatoes. Lay them in a circle and use to about halfway or just above half of the shell. You don't want them too high, as you'll need to put on the second layer, the shrimp. Now this isn't the anime, but you don't want the shrimp to be too much over the top of the crust. You want as much as possible in the egg. Side note, I think I used too big of a shrimp, so next time I will get something smaller. But for this, it worked. Next, pour in your egg mixture to just under the top of the crust. Go over, it's fine, but it will burn the bottom of your pan. Or worse, if you don't use a pan, it will burn on the bottom of the oven, and nobody wants to clean that mess up. Now, I put the cheese on here, but feel free to put it on whenever you wish. The show never really said anything about what kind it was, so I just used cheddar. And as a flavor bonus, I put in chives. Once again, you don't have to do it, but I love chives in my eggs. Time to cook! In a preheated 350 oven, of course. So, I will make a confession. At work, quiches don't take too long to cook, and I thought they would at home. Well, I was wrong. I was very wrong. It took about an hour to get to the minimum cook temperature of 165 Fahrenheit. So, before I mentioned the shrimp being up too high, well, as the eggs cook, they will rise a little. So as long as the shrimp are covered, they will not overcook. Or at least I don't think they did. Anyway. How do you know when the quiche is cooked? Well, it shouldn't jiggle around. Once it is hard, it should be done. But I would always say temp it. So long as the middle is reaching 165 or higher, it is done. This will cook off any bacteria that may be in the eggs. Time to slice up and enjoy. Now this was my first time eating a quiche with these ingredients, and I found it to be very good. Great dinner or brunch, paired with sausage and bacon. It is very filling, and I highly recommend it to anyone to try. This is the first of a few videos I have done where I don't have clear and spelled out instructions through a cookbook. And they have turned out well, in my opinion, for some unknown reason. LOL! Anyway, I hope you will give this a try. Thank you for watching and listening, and I'll talk to you later. See ya.